You're watching The Dusty Show. Let's fucking do it!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's hump day and it's time to bash the fash. So if you're ready to turn this revolution into a party, let me hear you say it. Woo! Welcome one and all to the greatest one-man show in the history of all mankind. It's The Dusty Show. And as always, I fucking love you guys. Thanks for joining me tonight. Hells the yeah. What'd you guys do yesterday? Tell you what I did. I finally beat Indiana Jones and the Great Circle in VR. And man, I'm sad now. It was so cool. I know I've talked about this so much, but high-end VR in this game, goddamn, what an adventure. All right? So I have like real immersive VR. First off, I have butt kickers in my bed, which are these things that rumble. So like when the temples are falling down around you or something punches you, you feel it. And then I have the high-end Megadex headset on and the controller's rumbling. And I have these earbuds in that pipe the audio right into your fucking brain. And it feels like you're there, man. The whole time, I'm just trying not to give in to my own astonishment and actually play the motherfucking game. Luckily, I played on easy mode like I do. Hell yeah. So I was godlike. It was fun as fuck, though. So, don't know what I'll do now. My life is miserable. It's pretty much over. I'm about to play a new Vampire Masquerade game that just came out last week. I think that's my next one in VR, folks. Not supposed to be able to play all these things in VR, but hi, Dusty, looking old and wrinkly just like my balls. Fuck yeah, man, that's what I was going for. I'm hoping. Actually, I do look old, but I'm not wrinkly very much. I haven't wrinkled, to be honest with you, because I use eye cream. I use this shit right here. Boom! Retinol moisturizer at night, every night. Just a little dab right here under your eyes, and then right here. Boom! But the rest of me does look like your wrinkle ball sack. So you're right about that. I can't hate you for that one. And, all right, let's go ahead and kick the show off, folks. As always, the super chats, they're wide open, like my mom. She doesn't watch the show. It's fine. Let me click over to it. There you go. Hey, super chats behind me. Hey, I did it right. I finally remember I'm at the top. Click that button, boom, and then super chat me. Donate money, and I read words. Halftime, end of the show. The more you donate, the more serious I take your questions. So look, if you enjoy the show, please chip in, because I only make money if you guys support it. Thank you in advance. And all right, let's go ahead. Also, you'll notice the QR code at the top of the page. You can aim your camera phone at it, or just go there. It's cultofdusty2@gmail.com. Gonna read all the PayPals at the end of the show. So all right, let's go ahead and kick it off, folks. Another depressing ass week. And before I start this next section, folks, let's not forget what the fuck's happening here. This is all that's happening here. It's not very big. Let me see if I can make this bigger. I chose poorly. All right. The whole deal is they have you fighting a culture war to keep you from fighting a class war. That's all that's happening. The oligarchs rule us. They control all the airwaves. They have all the social media websites. They have all the money. And they're fucking terrified, folks. They're terrified of you and me, especially Elon fucking Musk. Nobody is more afraid right now of what's happening in our society than Elon fucking Musk. He is so worried that somebody's going to gork his ass like they did our boy Charlie Kirk. And so how does he keep people from gorking him? Well, he's like, oh, well, I'll just use all my money to pit Americans against each other, to keep them fighting amongst each other so that they don't turn their ire towards me. And so that's exactly what we're seeing here, folks. He's basically turned Twitter into a fucking weapon. He knows exactly what he's doing here, folks. And so here's how the game is played. Elon Musk literally pays right-wing dickheads on Twitter to post whatever narratives he wants them to post. Now, there doesn't have to be any direct collusion. He doesn't have to send out any emails saying, hey, you guys should talk about this today. None of that has to happen. It all happens very organically. So Elon controls what trends on Twitter. It's a form of censorship. Like, I have 6,000 followers, 6,500 followers on Twitter, and when I post my videos, I get 2 or 3 likes because I'm shadow banned on there. He decides what you see, and it's not who you follow. So every right-wing dickhead he promotes to the front page, and everybody who spreads any kind of left-wing progressive talking points gets buried and censored. Yes, this is a form of censorship. It's actually much more nefarious form of censorship than actually just outright deleting shit, because it's a way for you to get away with it without people who are not very sophisticated to understand what the fuck's going on. And so then what he does is, through his mechanisms, he decides what trends to the front page. So your front page of Twitter, it's not who you follow, it's what he wants you to see. So everybody else who makes money off Twitter, they see what's trending on Twitter. They see what Elon Musk wants them to spread, what Elon Musk rewards them for spreading by putting these certain keywords on your front page all across Twitter. That'll get seen way, way, way more. And so since they're literally getting paid for this, they get the messages loud and clear. So they all get on the same playbook. They all start posting the same memes, the same ideas, the same talking points without any collusion directly needing to happen whatsoever. But make no mistake, this is the world's richest man paying for the spread of the ideas that he wants. And the ideas that he wants spread right now, especially, are hatred towards the poor. As long as he can keep us at each other's throat, he feels a little bit safer, feels like he can sleep a little better at night. So that's what I noticed today when I logged on to Twitter. 100% almost of my main page is anti-SNAP benefits post, anti-food stamps post, attacks on the poor, almost fucking entirely. It's crazy. I've actually never seen it completely flooded to this degree before. So he really amped that narrative up as high as he could possibly get. Now, they do this for multiple reasons, keep us at each other's throats, but also they have to justify the fact that Donald Trump and the Republicans have shut down the government, and they're gleefully cutting SNAP benefits, food stamp benefits. So they have to make it like it's a good thing. It's great that we're actually throwing our poor and most vulnerable under the bus so the oligarchs that rule us can get bigger tax cuts. It's amazing. And so they've concreted this idea over and over and over again all day long. So I'm going to show you a few of these. But holy shit, it's amazing how dominant this message is all over social media right now. Case in point, Andrew Wilco. It's not the government's job to feed you. I mean, it could be the government's job to feed you. Like if the government allowed an oligarch to take over to where people can't afford to have children or buy houses or have a living wage, then yes, if the government had allowed that to happen, isn't going to do anything about it, then they probably should step in and feed the citizens that have gone hungry from their policies. That's the least they could fucking do. So it doesn't have to be, hey, we could fix capitalism to where everybody can afford to eat. But until then, what's the alternative? Just let people fucking starve? The answer is yes, yes, yes. And rage bait, that's why they're posting all over. So people on TikTok, including my black brothers and sisters, have realized, some of them, that if you post the most controversial takes, that's what you'll get rewarded with. If you're just contrarian as shit, if you throw your fellow black people under the bus and spread this narrative that everybody that gets food stamps is a bunch of welfare queens with 9 kids, then other white people in this white supremacy power structure that America is founded upon will reward you by spreading your videos everywhere and helping you get clout and become more famous. Case in point, this gentleman whose video got spread all over my social media, saw it posted multiple times by other right-wing dickheads. And before I play this, notice his narrative. First off, the vast majority of the people that get food stamps are white, right? Mostly in red states, because red states are far, far poorer than progressive states. So keep that in mind. His words let you know exactly who he's talking about, exactly who he's pinpointing. He's blaming black women.
42 million people losing their SNAP benefits come November 1st. And then when I look at the numbers of the amount of people and where they're from, I'm going to say this is a much needed process, bruh. Because you're telling me of the 42 million people, only like 30% of that 42 million are actually Americans? And I mean,
so 30. That's a complete lie. Everything they post is a lie, but they're literally getting paid by the world's richest man to post lies about the poorest among us in order to demonize them, folks. That's what the running theme of all these videos is going to be.
30% of the 42 million are actually Americans who were born here, who are disabled, who are veterans, who are actually people who literally and actually need this assistance. Because if I'm looking at this report that says 51% of the total number of people that are receiving these SNAP benefits are purely because of their religious beliefs, meaning these people are Muslims or from the Islamic religion.
So this is the common talking point that's going around. 50% of SNAP benefits are going to Muslims. All right, let's do the math. All right, so obviously that's not true right off the bat, but so there's 40 million people on food stamps, and there's 4 million Muslims in this country. So even if every Muslim in this country were on food stamps, that could only be 10% of them. But don't let math get in the way of our racist talking points.
Islamic countries.
Anyway, let's move on from that one. That's 4 minutes of fucking nonsense. Tokens get spent, motherfucker. And then Mila Joy, America spends $7.8 billion monthly on SNAP. If illegals were removed from SNAP, the cost would be reduced by 70%. Illegals are not eligible to get SNAP benefits, people. So if every illegal was removed from SNAP benefits, it would reduce the cost by 0. So it doesn't matter. It's just 100% lies all day long that Elon Musk is paying for. Crazy to watch. And then the AI videos, they don't give a shit. They're literally being paid by the world's richest man to post AI videos as if they were real in order to demonize black people and the poor. Case in point.
My kids have not eaten in 5 days. It is the taxpayer's responsibility to take care of my kids.
Trump.
It's the taxpayer's responsibility to take care of my kids. Only this entire thing is just fucking AI.
Over 2,000 followers on TikTok, and I can't get not one person to send me 50 cents? If you're watching a video and you can't send me nothing, I'm blocking you.
Yeah, blocking totally real, but it's all rage bait, folks. The world's richest man, who is an incredible racist white supremacist, wants you to hate black folks. He wants you to blame black people for food stamps, even though, as I said, the vast majority of the people on food stamps are white, right? So they never have any problem with rich people getting something for free, but they're real worried at the thought that a poor person might get something for free. Isn't that who we'd want to get something for free? Even if poor people are taking advantage of food stamps, isn't that who we want to? But no, 40 billion to Argentina, Elon Musk. Tesla only exists because of the hundreds of millions, billions, and fucking incentives that we gave him, handouts. But no problem there, folks. And then to sell this idea that it's a bunch of fucking freeloaders in order to justify the MAGA movement that is giddy at the thought of poor people losing their food stamps. To further push that idea, they're posting rage bait videos. So this woman makes TikTok rage bait videos. Every video she makes is her just lying about stuff to hype up people on purpose. That's what she's doing on purpose. It's almost like satire, but everybody who is on TikTok knows this is rage bait. But on Twitter, they post this as though this is a real person in order to amp up all the other old fucking boomers and get them to rally against the poor.
Me and my kids have been 5 days without food. 5 days ago, my food stamps were taken from me, stolen from me, with no warning. Today, I get this food stamp letter from the fucking food stamp office telling me not only am I losing my food stamps, I'm losing my $2,100 in cash benefits that I get every single month to pay my bills. I'm losing my Section 8. My food stamps have now decreased from $4,300 to $19 a month for 6
That's right, folks. She was getting $4,300 in food stamps a month while you guys work so hard at your job. She's making $50,000 a year in food stamps alone. This is really happening, y'all. You should be really afraid of this. Hey, you should be glad that poor people are starving. You should be glad that poor children are going fucking hungry, because this woman making $50,000 a year off food stamps in real life, idiots. That's what's really happened. Literally what the world's richest man is paying to spread, y'all. And then another token. They spread this guy all over my social media. How to justify yourself having no empathy for the most vulnerable people in our society.
Hey, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it one time, and one time. A lot of motherfuckers thinking it, but they ain't going to say it. Listen here, I don't give a fuck about y'all losing y'all food stamp.
I know you don't have any empathy. I know you're a fucking giant sack of shit. You could have just started with that.
I'm 25 with no motherfucking kids. I get up at 6 o'clock to go to work, and at the end of the work, I go coach kids.
I'm 50. I ain't got no kids, but I have no problem with some of my tax dollars going to help hungry people, the poorest among us. I'd much rather it go to that than like Elon Musk or Argentina or Israel. There's a lot of other really, really more important things to be angry about our tax dollars going to than than poor children and poor people, right? But I know your whole point is to make rage bait videos that are racist. Yes, this is a black man, but it's a racist video because the whole point, as I said before, is to pin this on black women.
It's just not hard for you motherfuckers out here with kids. It's hard for us too. And I no fucking way do I want my hard-earned tax money going towards you and your non-fucking kid just because you couldn't get off your fucking back and go get a job or tell a motherfucker to wear a car. So no, I do not give a fuck because you're losing your benefits. Bitch, get off your ass, go get a job, do what the fuck you gotta do to raise your fucking kid because you fucking had them. I'm not paying for your fucking kids anymore. I don't give a fuck about that. Them kids can fucking starve. If you don't care enough to get off your ass and go feed them, why the fuck should my tax money have to do it? The using and abusing of the system is over. Cause us motherfuckers who can't get SNAP benefits or free medical, bitch, we still gotta make a way.
Yeah, well, the problem is not other poor people. Other poor people are not your enemy. You should be able to get SNAP benefits. More people should get SNAP benefits, not fucking less, right?
So if they've been saying fuck us for the longest, it's fuck y'all. Tired of motherfuckers getting a free pass and I'm over here busting my ass without no help. Bitch, you could do the same. Sorry you made poor life choices.
So definitely aimed at black women at the thought that it's a bunch of welfare queens getting food stamps when, like I said, it's mostly white folks. But spread all over my social media about white folks who are more than willing to reward you for your cooning, and I don't give a shit. And this one, all over my social media, all over. Once again, Elon Musk paying to spread lies. So the narrative is Venezuela illegal aliens are getting $15,000 in food stamps plus $5,000 on a debit card. This is why you should be outraged and happy that they're taking money away from poor people, because Venezuela illegals getting $50,000 a month. Source this video.
No, $15,000 in food stamps and $5,000 cash money monthly. Every month they're getting that. Yes, and they're getting 6 months free rent.
6 months free rent.
But this was the first time I heard about it. Now I've heard it's 2 years free rent.
2 years free rent now.
Getting Section 8.
Section A? Okay.
First, prioritized before the citizens.
Before the citizens.
So the Venezuelan migrants that are coming in.
Venezuelan migrants.
6 months free rent.
6 months to 2 years, maybe. Getting $1,000 in food stamps and credit cards. For real, y'all.
$5,000.
And $5,000 cash? Holy God, I want to be an immigrant. Outraged. We must immediately take all food stamps away from everybody, says Elon Musk, who's literally paying for this tripe. And once again, same video spread by libs of TikTok. They know it's not true, folks. They don't give a shit. They literally get paid to lie, and they're all on the same page about it. Another example, more rage bait. Some of these tokens know that if they post this contrarian bullshit, other white folks will spread it and they'll make money off of it.
You know how many people I've seen sell food stamps to get the hair done now?
None of your fucking business. That's what I would say. But hey, look, if a few people sell their food stamps to buy other things, then I'm okay with that, right? Food stamps is more than just about, to be honest with you, buying food. It helps you pay for other things in your life, right? If you don't have to spend all your money on food, then you can spend more money on like your children's clothes or school supplies or schooling, education, your housing stuff. So it like frees up your other money. So it helps poor people in more ways than just feeding them, which I think is completely fucking fine, especially when we have a system where the wealth inequality is so vast that now the vast majority of Americans can't even afford to have fucking kids or housing or healthcare or fucking anything, right? We have to do at least the bare minimum to help the poor if we're going to allow the system to continue like this. But of course, continue to go on how awful this whole thing is.
I was done. Their toe was done. Buy an outfit to go to the club, drugs, a lot. If I've seen it, other people seen it. You know what? That's why people don't give two fucks. I've seen people.
I literally grew up on food stamps, y'all. You know, I was the son of a single mom who had 4 kids, and we would have gone real hungry without fucking food stamps. And we needed the shit out of them because we were real fucking poor. But I guess, you know, fuck us, right? Fuck anybody that actually needs a hand up.
Women get a new man. The man got the food stamp. Now, the food stamp is for her and her kids. The man has...
So anyway, rage bait. That's what they post all over social media in order to pit us against each other. And yes, here's a billionaire, Mike Davis. We should only help people who can't help themselves. It's outrageous 40 million people get food stamps. It is outrageous that 40 million people have to get food stamps in this country. It is outrageous that we let the wealth inequality get this out of fucking hand, that nobody can make a living wage anymore, and we need this much fucking help. And obviously, the solution to the problem is not to make people go hungry. It would be to fix the fucking wealth inequality, which we'll never goddamn do. But anyway, wait for the racism. Get off your fat ghetto asses, because this is what this is all about, folks. It's about white supremacy. All these people making these videos, these black folks making these videos, you're helping white supremacy, right? That's what they really want to boil this down to. They want to make a bunch of other bigots, a bunch of other racists, think it's all a bunch of black welfare queens, and it's a great thing that we're cutting them off food stamps. But there might be some of those in there, but mostly it's just people that really need it. It's mostly working families. The vast majority of people that get food stamps work. The vast majority of them are white. And but if they can make you believe it's about black folks, if they can tap into your racism, folks, then you'll gleefully root against those you should be championing the most. Get off your fat ghetto asses, get a job, stop reproducing, change your shitty culture. We all know what that's about. Stop giving food stamps to immigrants. We don't want you here if you won't work. They don't want you here if you do work. If you're brown, they don't want you here, fucking period. It doesn't matter how hard you're working. Here's another one, 24,000 likes. A 9-month pregnant illegal and her family sneaks over the border and immediately goes to a hospital to have a baby. Congratulations, the entire household now has SNAP benefits. No, that's not how any of this works, but it doesn't fucking matter. They don't care, folks. Literally getting paid by the world's richest man to spread lies about the poorest among us. That's how fucking horrible our society is. And then, how about this take? The what about my kids EBT folks were the same ones laughing when it was our kids dying. That's right. Don't you feel sorry for these poor kids going hungry because they hate your white children? Yeah, there's a take. Sure. But idiots are like, yeah, all these fucking EBTs hate white children. No, we don't. Nobody hates your white children. What the fuck? It doesn't matter, folks. Once again, all this is just to stir up society and make you give up anything that makes us a decent country. And like this, when I go to the store and see them advertising big tubs of chocolate chip cookies as EBT eligible, it makes me not care about getting shut down. Yeah, hey, fuck your kid having a cookie. When I see your kid might enjoy themselves, might have a little bit of joy in their life by eating a fucking cookie, it just makes me want you and your kid to fucking die. All this brought to you by Jesus Christ, right? These people are as far from the message of Jesus as you can possibly be, but they don't give a shit, y'all. Cognitive dissonance. And Matt Walsh, millionaire Matt Walsh, y'all. The number one thing that artificially inflates the price of groceries is the food stamp program. Not true. It is not true. Now, does it minorly inflate grocery prices? Probably. Is it the major cause? No, even Grok saying bull fucking shit. But it doesn't matter. Rich people getting paid to shit on the poor They want you to fight a culture war, folks, so you don't fight the class war. Millionaire Steven Crowder, SNAP costs taxpayers $145 billion a year. It's like 100, but recipients spend twice what the average worker does on groceries. And you might be wondering, is this true? No, that's not true at all, but it doesn't matter, folks. 62,000 likes. They just make shit up, lie about it, spread it, and then Elon Musk pays them for it. That's how you make it in this society. That's what we've sunk to. The quarter poundering. The SNAP program should not be allowed to restart until all recipients reapply and are approved under far stricter standards. I refuse to believe that there are 43 million Americans in need of me to pay for their Mountain Dew. Legit recipients should welcome this audience. Yay! Legit recipients should welcome being harassed and having to file your paperwork again and having to wait again and to hope that you don't get eliminated from the fucking system. You should hope to be harassed. If you're legitimate, right? Just so stupid. That's like saying, hey, if you ain't got nothing to hide, you should be happy the police come in your house and just search it without a fucking warrant. You ain't got nothing to hide, do you? Just imagine how many criminals they would find if we just let them do that to everybody. What are you worried about? Just the same fucking mentality. But yes, he also a millionaire quartering, trying to get you to root against the poorest among us, getting paid by Elon Musk. Eric Matheny, every SNAP recipient should come up for review every 90 days. Yeah, that'd be great for the fucking system to have to reprocess every single person every 90 days. Say the same people that don't believe in any kind of regulation whatsoever. Crazy how they think SNAP should be regulated much more, and yet they also want the government cut down to zero so nobody can regulate anything. It's almost like they're full of shit, and they just want SNAP benefits to go away for fucking ever. They don't want any poor person, regardless if they need it or not, to be helped. That's what this is really about, folks. Cutting off your insurance so you die, cutting off your fucking food so you die. If you're disabled and can't earn a living, die. Where does that sound familiar, folks? That's fucking fascist Nazi bullshit. Straight down the fucking middle. Millionaire Adam Carolla posting Blair of microphones. What if you are dependent because of legitimate disability and cannot work? Millionaire Adam Carolla, fine, let's remove everyone who was not disabled from SNAP. Yeah, I don't give a shit how poor you are, how unable you are to find a job, what your situation is, unless you're disabled in a way that I describe it. No food for you, says Millionaire Adam Carolla. Let them eat cake. But it's a good thing, folks. It's a good thing they're throwing the poor under the bus. Once again, Matt Walsh lying. I've been doing a lot of research on food stamp program over the past few years. The scam is so much worse than most people realize. For example, did you know that the average EBC recipient is more? I already read that. None of that's true, though. That's another lie. He just posted it twice. A different version. It was so good, he had to post it twice. And then, of course, Millionaire Bald Tim Pool. Why do I work 16 hours a day? You're a podcaster, dickhead. And pay half of my income. You don't pay fucking half your income, motherfucker. Lying bitch. You're rich. You got ways to get out of paying fucking anything while the Russian oligarchs pay you hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. Pay half income taxes so that people don't have to work. It makes no sense. Yeah, it's almost like it's bullshit and you're fucking lying. I'm not going to play his voice because I don't want to have to hear you guys suffer from listening to him. I don't know. Anybody listens to this squeaky bitch? I mean, has there ever been a bigger pussy in the world? Let's just listen to a second of it.
Democrats are substantially more likely.
That's right. Democrats are more likely, everybody. Much Democrats. You should hate Democrats, everybody. I'm a very masculine, butch guy. I'm definitely not gay or very embarrassed of how bald I am, everybody. Squeaky motherfucker. And, terrible. Imagine if 41 million people on food stamps actually worked towards bettering our country. The vast majority of them work. Rather than depending on taxpayers to do it for them. Imagine if we didn't need to subsidize 41 million people. Imagine if we paid everybody a living wage. Imagine if we didn't let 1% of the population have 50% of the wealth. Imagine, but hey, that's all we can do is imagine, motherfuckers, because you will never let us have a society that is any different. Here's another one. SNAP benefits are literally being used for DoorDash. The whole system needs to be reformed. Yeah, it can be used for DoorDash to deliver groceries. Why is that a problem? If a poor person doesn't have a car or they're disabled, they can't get to the grocery store, why is it a problem to have DoorDash deliver groceries to them? But obviously, they're just hoping you don't know the story behind this because they want you to be outraged and be okay with everybody losing their food stamps. 33,000 likes. Paid for Elon Musk. And not to undersell it, folks, this is my front page. Almost entirely dominated by these posts. If taxpayers are going to cover SNAP benefits, the taxpayers have the right to determine which items qualify. There has to be a way to rein in SNAP benefits. My best friend's uncle has Down syndrome and works 30 hours a week at our local grocery store pushing carts. Spare me your excuses. Me and my paycheck have had to carry this useless obese entitled Landwell. Just again and again, there's another 3 on right there. There's another 3 right there. Another 3, 4 right there. Just the entire thing. Elon Musk ensuring this message, dominating everybody's eye line. So pitting us against each other, just like the oligarchs do. I guess it's smart. I guess if I was an evil, rich sack of shit who was terrified of getting gorked by the public who I'm abusing, that's what I would do. Of course, I'm not that, so I wouldn't do that. But still, and keep in mind, though, folks, the government can still fund SNAP benefits if they want to. They have emergency funds that even if the government is shut down, they can fund the SNAP benefits. It said so right on their website before they removed this, thereby guaranteeing the benefit funds are available for program operations even in the event of government shutdown. But they don't want to fund SNAP benefits. They want to have people hungry. They want people to riot in the streets so that he can evoke insurrection and then cancel the midterm elections. So instead of giving people money who needed to eat, they've just decided to remove this from the website. And as Elizabeth Warren says, Donald Trump deleted this from the government website. Let's be clear. There's funding available to cover SNAP benefits next month. Trump is stopping SNAP benefits because he wants to. He is forcing mamas and babies to go hungry. Yes, he is. While he builds his $400 million ballroom, he wants the poorest and most desperate among us to go hungry. And this is why Miss Rachel is the Woman of the Year. Imagine slashing SNAP, the program that helps children in the U.S. not go hungry, while sending billions in weapons to another country to kill other children. I don't have to imagine it. That's America, baby. That's literally who we are. We are the bad guys. This is why the entire system is collapsing, folks. It is untenable. Meanwhile, the White House moves to keep medical debt on credit reports because fuck all of you. They're going to take your health care away and they're going to bankrupt every single one of you, folks. They don't give a shit about you. They need everything. You, nothing. The Trump administration is moving to undercut state-level efforts to wipe medical debt from Americans' credit card reports. Just as millions across the country are facing massive healthcare premium increases stemming from congressional Republicans refusing to extend Affordable Care Act subsidies. This is why Democrats are not voting to reopen the government. They're trying to fight to keep the subsidies for your health care from expiring, and then your bill going up 115%, which is going to do, folks. ACA subsidies are going to go up 115%. So how are they dealing with this question? Hey, what are you guys going to do about the fact that the ACA is about to go up 115%? They're just lying about it. While we all go bankrupt, while we all lose our health care, they're going to lie right to our fucking face about it. Here they are. Here's Brainworms and Dr. Oz.
You mentioned at the top that you want medications to be affordable, effective, and safe for Americans. We're speaking today on the day that window shopping began in the Affordable Care Act program on those marketplaces, and that shows that unless those tax credits are extended, those subsidies, the average plan will increase for Americans by somewhere around 115%. Do you believe that Congress should extend those subsidies so that most Americans do not receive significant increases in their premiums?
Where'd you get that 115% number from?
Kaiser Family Foundation.
They retracted that.
Okay, they did not retract that. He just lied about that. They 100% did not retract that. They're sticking by it, 115% increase. They're just going to lie to you, folks. As your health premiums go up, you see it with your own fucking eyes. It doesn't matter. Who you going to believe? Your own wallets or them? Your own eyes or them? 1984 is fuck.
That data was run inappropriately. They changed the messaging on it. Go back and look at the website. Here's the truth.
They didn't do that.
The window shopping is already revealing that the average American is going to pay who's on the ACA between 100 and 400% of poverty level, is going to pay $50 total next year. It's going to be $13 more than this year. So
that's a lie. On average, your rates are going up, just as they said, 115%. They fact-checked them. And lies, damnable lies, but it doesn't matter, folks. They own the airwaves. They can do what they want to. It'll be too late by the time the populace figures out what the fuck's going on. Meanwhile, Trump's embarrassing himself once again, talking to the military, trying to win the military over to his side because he's going to need the military to attack U.S. citizens. More on that in the Chud Watch section. But anyway, here he is. Trying to put lipstick on this pig and claim the U.S. economy is doing great. So one of the things he does is just claim that all these businesses are investing trillions of dollars into America. Case in point, Toyota. Toyota agreed to invest $11 billion. So all of you U.S. troops should run out and buy a Japanese Toyota.
Going to be putting auto plants all over the United States to the tune of over $10 billion. So that's Toyota. So go out and buy a Toyota.
Yay! Everybody, go out and buy a Toyota. They got to spend $10 billion. Only you're going to laugh. They're like, no, we're not. Toyota claims Trump is lying and says it never explicitly promised a new $10 billion investment in the U.S., despite Trump's claim during his Japan visits. Yeah, but hey, who gives a shit? Him saying it is just as good as him doing it. Tim Pool with his little squeaky voice will be talking about all the investment Trump's got for everybody. And then he'll tell 10 million people that they'll just fucking believe it because that's all that matters, folks. It's who tells you is what's important, not what the fucking truth is. So, and that. Meanwhile, everything for them, nothing for you, folks. Trump Org's income in the first half of 2024 was $51 million. So last year, the Trump Organization, this is just one of their ways to make money, just the Trump Organization alone. Last year, they made $51 million. This year, $864 million. So, yeah, they're definitely trading off the presidency. Hey, if this isn't trading off the presidency, how come he didn't make that much money last year? How come suddenly this year when he's the president, it goes up 20 times? How come? Oh, we all know it's because he's selling the presidency, right? He's the most corrupt president of all fucking time. Should be the biggest scandal in American history, but it's not because we don't have any way to get our message out. They completely dominate everything. And so it's game over for America, baby. And then, like, it's hard to surprise me, to be honest with you. Covering politics and the news the way I do, everything's so corrupt and awful all the fucking time. I've seen it all at this point. But literally, this one sort of surprised me. The level of corruption on this next one, just mwah, mwah, mwah. 3 chef kiss delicious. I'm almost just impressed. I'm not even mad about it. So, you know, Donald Trump's website, it's his Twitter clone, Truth Social. Well, apparently on Truth Social, they're setting up a part of Truth Social that allows people that post on Truth Social to place bets. Yes, gambling bets with money, making wagers on elections and stuff like that. President Donald Trump's social media platform will soon let U.S. users wager on elections and other political events he's involved in. Trump Media announced Tuesday that Truth Social will launch a new feature allowing users to bet on everything from elections and Federal Reserve rate decisions to gold and crude oil prices using cryptocurrency. So, folks, this would be like if Vince McMahon was allowed to bet on who was going to win the wrestling matches. He'd be like, oh, who's going to win between Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant? I bet $1 million on Hulk Hogan. Yeah, because you're the one rigging the fucking matches. This is what Trump's doing. He's the one that's rigging all this shit. So he gets to bet on his own rigging. That's just a crazy level of corruption there, folks. Just holy shit. How is this real life right now? And we'll finish the halftime on this one, folks. Still got plenty of show coming up, but remember last show I told you guys about Trump freaking out because Canada put out an ad using the words of Ronald Reagan, the actual words of Ronald Reagan, talking about how much tariffs hurt the country, how much isolationism is not good for the economy. And Donald Trump freaked out and said, oh my God, I'm going to punish Canada by charging the American people 10% more on Canadian goods. That'll show you Canadians. Well, apparently somebody went back to the archives and they found another Ronald Reagan clip. And to me, it's eerie. It almost sounds like from the grave, Ronald Reagan is talking directly to Donald Trump. Listen to this shit. And I know haters are going to say this is AI.
Trump says, I love tariffs. Well, I don't. He's a fucking idiot. He says the Canadian ad was AI. Well, guess what isn't AI? Me, motherfucker. Fuck you and your whack-ass daddy.
It says it wasn't AI, folks. If it's AI, it's got to tell you like a cop. It's the law. So get it, Ronald Reagan. And that is my economy. I guess that's what I was doing. The economy for tonight, folks. That's my economy coverage for tonight. And all right, I'm going to do the halftime, but we still got plenty of show. I still got even more than half the show, so don't go anywhere. But please forgive me for this very quick commercial. Hey, if you're watching the show, and you must be, you wouldn't be hearing my words right now if you weren't. Shut up, Dusty. Could you click on the more button to pop down? The very first link goes to my Patreon. Hey, I'm a digital busker. I don't make any money except for you guys throwing me a couple bucks in tips. Just like a guy on the street corner playing an instrument or whatever. I'm 100% user supported. No ads are allowed to run on the show. I don't have any sponsors. I don't fucking con anybody have money. I just make free content. And if you enjoy my content, could you please consider chipping in a couple bucks to help me keep the lights on? And not only do you help me keep the show going, which is good, but also I have an animal sanctuary. We rescue dogs and cats that are about to be put down. We have 19 of them now. So if you could help me out, please help me out. I know it's a pain in the ass to put your credit card information in there or your PayPal or whatever, but I need it. So, and you also get access to all the after parties. So help me out if you can. Thank you in advance. And also, if you're watching the replay, super chats, not super chats, PayPal. It's cultofdusty2, number 2 at gmail.com. It's also in the description of the video if you just want to send it. But also, you can aim your camera phone and go PayPal me. I'm going to read all the PayPals at the end of the show. Thank you in advance. And all right. Let's see how we're doing the super chats tonight. Rebecca Boys, fuck yeah, thumbnail is good. Good job, Dusty. We are donating to the food bank, a small drop in an ocean of need. See you all tomorrow, Rebecca. One of the good ones. So generous, so kind-hearted. One of the few people on earth that make me have a little bit of faith in humanity. Please keep it up. Thank you, Rebecca. And be safe, $50. I came here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm fresh out of bubblegum. We got to make it, people. I know it's crazy, but if we, the good people of this country, learn to work together and be the brothers and sisters that we were born to be, please, hey, I preach, man. I hope you're right. I do get discouraged a lot. I don't have much faith in the American people anymore, but I will let your optimism shoot directly into my veins, BBC. And thank you for your generosity as always. And 5 tickets from hello, Mr. Anderson. Fuck yeah, Mr. Anderson. If you got a ticket, please give Mr. Anderson your love and spam the chat with impunity. You sexy motherfuckers. And PJ D Ford. Ooh, light on the super chat tonight. $10 from PJ D Ford. And thank you, PJ. Appreciate you. And 20 for Joint Super Chat. Fuck yeah, Agent Orange. Hell yeah. And hey, if you guys want to see my show continue to go, I don't make any money off like Twitter like all the other right-wing dickheads, so help me out with the super chats. Keep me on the air if you want to. If you don't, it's fine. Like, I don't know what you guys are going to watch. Just ain't much out there. Move along, folks! You've been waiting for it. It's time for some Chud Classic. And all week, Trump been out there talking about how he going to run for presidency a third time. Steve Bannon's like, he's going to do it. You guys just need to accept it. He going to be president for a third time. So they're asking Tommy Tuberville, hey, Constitution, pretty clear. He can't run for a third term. What you think about him continuously saying he's going to? Here's Tuberville's answer.
Senator, is it constitutional for President Trump to run for a third term? He's teasing that.
You know, if you read the Constitution, it says it's not. But if he says he has some different circumstances that might be able to go around the Constitution, but that's up to him. We got a long way.
Yeah, hey, some people, he says he can just go around the Constitution, so I don't know. I mean, I pretend like I love the Constitution. I'm a Constitution absolutist. I call myself a Constitutionalist, but he said he gonna go around it, so I don't know. It's all funny. It's hilarious to talk about the president just going around the Constitution. They ain't about fucking shit, y'all. Just the fakest motherfuckers on earth. When he does it, they're going to be right there to support it. They're going to wipe their ass with the Constitution just like they fucking always do. It's such a joke. Meanwhile, they're still gaslighting us, still telling us that he's just trolling. He's just trolling everybody. Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House. Don't worry about it. He's just clearly trolling. So funny. Everybody's laughing. It's hilarious.
Well, there is the 22nd Amendment.
Right?
I spoke with the president about an hour ago. It's late in the evening in Japan. He's working around the clock, serving the American people. He doesn't stop. Talk about someone who works around the clock. And as Chairman Pfluger mentioned a moment ago, and as we've reiterated in here so many times, you're looking at the split screen because under President Trump, the Republican Party.
Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, he says he's trolling, but of course, that's what they always say. And until they do it. And they're like, he was always serious. We were just lying to you guys and you believed it. But once again, we didn't believe you. We don't believe you. We know you're lying. We know he is 100% going to try to stay in the fucking White House. And you guys can gaslight us all you fucking want to. But I guess it'll work. I guess it'll work. Like I said, no one's going to do anything, right? No one's going to stand up. I don't believe. We'll see. And meanwhile, he out there talking to the Navy and the Marines and the Armed Forces, and he just like, hey, I can just send anybody I want to into the streets, whether America likes it or not.
Have cities that are troubled, and we're sending in our National Guard, and if we need more than the National Guard, we'll send more than the National Guard, because we're going to have safe cities. We're not going to have people killed in our cities, and whether people like that or not, that's what we're doing. And
whether people like it or not, whether you American motherfuckers like it or not, we gonna send in the military on the streets. You better learn to love it. And I guess we will. I guess we'll just learn to love it.
Watching what our missiles do to boats and ships and submarines. How about the submarine?
Just fucking goofy as shit. So then, they asked him, hey, what did you mean last night when you said you were prepared to send more than the National Guard in? Here's what he had to say about it.
What did you mean last night when you said you were prepared to send more than the National Guard into American cities?
Sure, I would. I would do that if it was necessary. You know, if it was necessary, I'd do that, but it hasn't been necessary. We're doing a great job without that, but yeah, if it was necessary. As you know, I'm allowed to do that.
Do you mean other branches of the military you would send in, or?
Who are you with?
The New York Times.
Oh, that's very good, very good. Well, if you write it correctly, I'll give you the answer. But, you know, if I want to enact a certain act, I'm allowed to do it.
I want to enact a certain act. You heard it? I want to enact a certain act. It means the Insurrection Act. I want to enact the Insurrection Act. And then
routinely and other about 50% of presidents.
So 12 presidents have enacted the Insurrection Act. So he's lying here, but he's about to justify him enacting the Insurrection Act against the American people and sending in the military because, according to him, 50% of the presidents have done it.
I've used that, as you know, and I'd be allowed to do whatever I want.
I'd be allowed to do whatever I want.
But we haven't chosen to do that because...
Yeah, I haven't chosen to do that, but I want to. I want to do it. Then I can do whatever I want to. I can send the military into the cities whenever I want to, and that's the whole point, folks. That's why he's cutting off food stamps. That's why they're cutting off your health care. That's why they're sending the secret police into the cities to rampage and terrorize people, because they want people to uprise so he can declare the Insurrection Act. It is so transparent. But he's got a lot of support, folks. Nazism right in your fucking face. Case in point, Twitter. Now, just to show you what a trash country this is the #1 political commentator in the world, Asmongold. I'm not shitting you. So basically, Tucker Carlson invites Booger Nick Fuentes, you know, the leader of the white supremacist movement, the Groypers. So Tucker invites him on to give him the rub, whitewash him, give him a bunch of fucking attention so he can make even more fucking money. He can become even more popular because this is what gets rewarded. And so, of course, the #1 political streamer in the fucking world, Asmongold, puts this clip of Nick Fuentes on, the white supremacist, and then basically agrees with him and doubles down that Donald Trump should start arresting his political enemies, sending us to concentration camps and killing us. Here's what Twitter is allowing to dominate on their political streams.
I think maybe this is controversial, but they have to crush the other side.
That's right. Oh, that's right. 100 fucking %.
They have to, because you can do one of two things. You cannot challenge the left and let them do their thing.
And then they're going to just run you over, and eventually when they get power, they're going to crush you.
Or you can utterly confront them and defeat them. And
you destroy them completely. Destroy everything about them. Put the mayors in jail. Put the governors up on the Insurrection Act for sedition. Put all of the people that were doing the shit in front of the detention centers. Put them in mandatory prison labor camp.
All the people just protesting, using your First Amendment rights of free speech to protest. Just put them all in labor camps.
Any of them that are violent, authorize the police officers to respond with violence to them.
But it's the police officers who are almost always violent. So what you're saying is the police are going to instigate the violence, and then they're going to gun down the people after they've instigated it. That's exactly what you're calling for.
Immediately, completely shut it down. Bring in the military if you need to. Bring in the National Guard. Do whatever you need to do. Look and find out who's funding this. Take those people, charge them with incitement for terrorism, put them in...
This is Asmongold. He's the #1 political streamer in the entire fucking world. He gets millions and millions of views every time he streams, hundreds of thousands of people watching, and I can't get 400 people on here. Hundreds of thousands, because this is what the world rewards. This is what makes you millions of dollars. Posting white supremacists and agreeing with them. Agreeing with authoritarianism and fascism taking over, arresting political enemies and protesters. That's what gets rewarded in society. So as it collapses, do not feel sorry for it. It is much deserved. Meanwhile, you know shit's getting bad when even Kirk Cameron is like, wait a minute. You got a little too far, Donald Trump. Even Kirk Cameron himself making videos calling out Donald Trump now.
We have an Insurrection Act for a reason. We have to make sure that our cities are safe.
President Trump says he's sending the National Guard to stop violent crime, protect federal agents, and defend cities that seem out of control. He even said that he might invoke the Insurrection Act. That's kind of ironic, right? Remember January 6th? They called that an insurrection. But that Insurrection Act is a law that allows a president to deploy the military here on American soil.
Yep.
And it's a power that is extreme. It's meant for true emergencies like rebellion, like invasion or anarchy. Not just everyday unrest.
Right.
We need to think about tomorrow. If one president can decide who is a threat, what happens when the next president decides that you are?
You better never hope I become president after all this fucking shit.
What if a future president, a far left president, declares that Christians, homeschoolers, and conservative voices are domestic extremists?
I don't give a shit about any of that, but I'm definitely going after every fucking body in the Trump administration, everybody who enabled him and funded him, every motherfucking one of you. I'm going to take every penny you have. Of course, you ain't got nothing to worry about. I'm never going to get anywhere near the White House, so I'm just running my mouth. But anyway, hey, I can't believe Kirk Cameron actually calling him out. That's weird. Meanwhile, this is what it's all about, folks. This is what Donald Trump wants to crack down on the country for, so he can police everybody's speech. The free speech absolutes ain't nowhere. Scientists change grant titles to avoid banned words. That's where we're at in this country, folks. Scientists have to rewrite the titles of their papers because certain words in this country are fucking banned by our authoritarian government. And they're not outright banned, but they've been told that if they have these words in their grants, their grant proposals, that they won't get the grant funding. So they can't use those words because their grants will get rejected. So it's basically a de facto ban. For months, Vanderbilt sociologist Tara McKay had waited for the notice that her grant had been renewed for another year, a sign-off that had always been routine. Instead, while sick at home, she got a panicked phone call from her program office at National Institute of Health that she had 24 hours to alter the language of her grant title. Otherwise, it would be at risk for not being funded. And this is what they're doing all over the place, controlling speech. U.S. revokes Nobel laureate's visa for dissing Trump. You're not allowed to criticize our glorious leader because you'll get ejected from our fucking society. Nigerian Nobel laureate Wo Soyinka has said the U.S. revoked his visa and banned him from the country. The 91-year-old author, who won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1986, said the U.S. consulate asked him to bring his passport so his visa could be canceled in person as new unspecified information had come to light. So, New America, folks, where you at, Jordan Peterson? It's so insidious that now that Trump has taken over and he's cracking down on free speech everywhere, wiping his ass of the Constitution, Jordan Peterson is suddenly sick and hiding himself in the dark with nothing to say, so he has to be questioned about any of this and doesn't have to comment about any of this. Isn't it convenient that he's just now so fucking sick he's out of the spotlight? Made millions and millions and millions of dollars lying, throwing trans people under the bus about compelled speech. But now, when we have example after example after example of in-your-face censorship and compelled speech and the highest levels of government, these cowards are fucking nowhere to be found. Another case of this, prosecutor suspended for calling January 6 rioters. You're not allowed to accurately describe people in the country anymore without getting fired. The Justice Department placed 2 federal prosecutors on administrative leave after they described the January 6 defendants pardoned by President Trump as a mob of rioters. 5 people familiar with the situation told NBC News, yep, can't tell the truth. I guess you have to either claim they were FBI agents, lie, or say they were heroes and patriots who were trying to overthrow the government. But no true telling in the Trump administration, that will get you immediately fucking fired. And also, this is crazy, folks. I covered this show before last. One of the most terrifying stories I've covered in a long time. Did you guys hear about this? Tennessee sheriff defends jailing liberal activist for posting Trump meme. Let's see if it plays an ad this time. It played an ad last time. Nope. Jailed. So, folks, this is where we're at in this country anymore. You're not allowed to criticize Donald Trump without getting arrested, at least in certain instances. This is so fucking outrageous. Let me just fucking play it.
For a meme. Tonight, a Middle Tennessee sheriff defends the arrest of a man for posting this online meme, quoting President Trump.
Literally quoting Donald Trump, was put in prison for a month.
Good evening. I'm Rory Johnston.
And I'm Carrie Sharp. Free speech advocates are sounding the alarm about this man's arrest.
They're not, though. The free speech absolutists ain't saying shit. 0% of the right-wingers on my social media who do nothing but harp about how much of a free speech absolutist they are have covered this fucking story because they don't give a shit.
But in an interview, Perry County Sheriff Nick Weems claims this man left him no choice.
The sheriff sat down to answer some tough...
I had no choice. I had to arrest this guy for directly quoting Donald Trump.
Questions from News Channel 5 Chief Investigative Reporter Phil Williams.
Phil, there are a lot of people out there who are outraged over this.
That may be an understatement. Larry Bussard has been behind bars for more than a month, and right now he's not scheduled for another court appearance for more than 5 weeks. The question is, should this case ever have gone this far?
Of course not. That's not a question.
Yeah, there's been some very, very bad phone calls that my employees has had to endure. Our dispatch has had to endure.
Not bad enough.
For Perry County Sheriff Nick Weems and his office, the last few weeks have been rough as word has spread about their arrest of 61-year-old Larry Bussard for a Facebook post. A local judge set Bussard's bond at $2 million.
He's been here for 35 days.
Is that kind of shit what they do in the EU? Elon Musk tweets about it, and he pays other people to tweet about constantly. It's all over your front page. But what happens here in America about Donald Trump? Crickets.
35 days over a meme.
Well, it was a series of posts. But yes, the one post that he made was the one with Donald Trump that got everybody's attention.
Got our attention.
And was considered threatening.
The threat. Literally, nobody thought this was a threat, folks. 0 people who are intellectually honest saw this and were threatened by it. They're 100% just arresting this guy because they don't like the fact that he made Donald Trump look bad by quoting him. That's all this is about, folks.
Thank you.
Local police took Bussard into custody at his home in Lexington, Tennessee on September 21st based on a warrant issued out of Perry County. The one-time cop is one of those rare liberals in rural Middle Tennessee and a keyboard warrior known for posting progressive memes like these.
This is what they charged me with.
What the police stuff?
Threatening mass violence at a school.
At a school?
It's referring to a school. I have no idea. That's what they've called us for, and I ain't got a clue.
I play on Facebook. I threaten no one. I know you don't give a
This is the meme that landed Bussard in jail. He posted it as part of a discussion about Charlie Kirk's murder. The meme quotes Donald Trump saying, "We have to get over it." It was exactly what the president said the day after a deadly school shooting in Perry, Iowa. That's the meme that he posted, correct?
That looks like it, except this part was blurred out, the face.
Where is the threat in there, Sheriff?
It's not in there.
Right here?
Sheriff Weems says some in his community took the reference in the Trump meme to Perry High School to be a threat.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. 0 people. They're just fucking lying. Nobody took this as a threat. This guy knows it's not a threat. They all know it's not a threat. 100% arresting this guy because they didn't like what he said.
He took the reference in the Trump meme to Perry High School to be a threat to shoot up Perry County High School, which had recently had to deal with a threat from a student.
Whenever you come to a Perry County page, okay, that is set up to let people know what's going on in Perry County, and you post this talking about Perry High School shooting.
It doesn't say Perry County High School.
It says Perry High School mass shooting one day after, okay? That led people to believe in our county that he's talking about Perry County High School.
No, it didn't.
Because it doesn't say Iowa either.
But you also knew this was an existing meme that was already out there on the internet.
Correct.
And so it's clear he's not talking about Perry County High School.
We knew. The public did not know.
No one.
Yes, they did. Nobody believed it. They just clutch pearls to have him arrested for no fucking reason. You know it's true, and you're going along with it because none of you actually give a shit about the Constitution or free speech in any way. You're just cult members who are butthurt because somebody insulted your daddy.
Even replied to that one meme, the meme that's in question here.
No one said this is a threat against our school.
No one even mentioned it.
Chris Ergel from South Carolina heard about Bussard's arrest and started a Justice for Larry Bussard page on Facebook.
Just fucking crazy. Where are you at? But go look at every single right-wing influencer and see who's covering this. Zero. This is how much they actually care about free speech, y'all. Which is nothing. You already know, though. You already know these people are fake as fuck and they're not about nothing. And good news, though. The charges were dropped, so yay. This should have never happened, though. He's going to sue. He's going to make a fucking mint off the violation of his First Amendment rights, and then the taxpayers got to pay this shit. But at least they let him go after 35 fucking days in jail. Just crazy shit. And then it's been reported that Donald Trump's administration is getting the largest AI supercomputer ever. That seems good, doesn't it? Everything we know about Donald Trump, I can say for sure he can definitely be trusted with this. NVIDIA and Oracle will build the Department of Energy's largest AI supercomputer. Yay! The majority of that computation power will be used for commercial applications to drive American business. No, it won't. It'll be used to track and trace American citizens. It'll be used to spread propaganda, to churn out right-wing slop, and flood the airwaves with it. That's 100% what it's going to be used for, to control the narrative, to ensure that he stays in fucking power forever. I can't believe AI is going to turn on us. Who could have seen this coming? And that one thing that conservatives are really good at, though, they're good at controlling the narrative by describing what they are doing, but accusing the other side of doing it instead of them. It's a great way to keep the other side on the back hill and also provide yourself cover. Distract from what you're doing. You just literally describe in every single way to the detail what your side is doing, but then claim the other side is doing it. Case in point, here is Mike Johnson talking about Joe Biden, but everything he said 100% applies to Donald Trump.
The president was checked out of his job for quite some time, and everybody knows it. And there was a cover-up. The people around him who were using, they would give him scripts to follow. They would point him literally in the direction, stand here, sir, wave like this. And he didn't know what he was signing.
So this is an executive order on flag burning?
So there's all sorts of just incredible implications. It sounds like a terrible novel or something, but this is reality. He pardoned categories of violent criminals and turned them loose on the streets.
He is pardoning some 1,500 January 6 rioters who have been convicted for participating in the attack on the Capitol 4 years ago.
A January 6 rioter who was pardoned by President Trump has been arrested and charged with making a credible death threat against Democratic House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries.
You can't allow a president to check out and have unelected, unaccountable, faceless people making massive decisions for the country.
Yeah, gaslighting. That's a good word for it. But, yep, every accusation is a confession. And then meanwhile, in this dystopian hellscape in which we find ourselves, let's check in with the secret police. And once again, Donald Trump's secret police are rampaging across America, violating people's rights, terrorizing society in order to try to create an insurrection. This is what it's like in the new America. This lady is not an illegal alien. She is here illegally. It doesn't fucking matter. This is how you get treated. This is what your children have to watch in Trump's America. Apparently, she nervously she didn't recite. Hey, Christian conservatives, you won. We're all alone. We're all alone, Christian conservatives. You did it. You won. You beat us all. I just want you to know how defeated we are and how owned we are. And congratulations to you. You got the society you wanted, Christians. It's so Christ-like, isn't it? Don't you feel good about yourself? Don't you just feel warm in your belly by how much like Jesus you are? But you did it. You destroyed the country. This isn't the country that I grew up believing existed. Maybe I was always naive. Maybe we always were. But this definitely wasn't the American dream you fucking sold me. This is a nightmare as I've ever fucking seen it. She got nervous and she repeated her social security number wrong the second time because she was terrified. Meanwhile, this is Trump's America. Just dude, begging people, please help me. Please, somebody help me. As the secret police literally pick him up off his feet and drag him off the streets. No warrants. Can you help me, please? As he cries and he begs. I know though, right? He wasn't born here, right? He wasn't born here. I mean, the Bible specifically tells you you're supposed to treat people who visit your country, like family. You're supposed to treat guests like fucking family. You're supposed to invite them and treat them well. It says that right there in your fucking Bible, but it doesn't matter, does it, Christians? None of it matters because he wasn't born here. So let's just treat him like a fucking animal. Let's not give him any dignity. Why not, right? And I guess they all got the memo that they could just crash their cars into you. Whatever it takes to get the arrest, whatever it takes to disappear people. They have endless money, folks. They don't have any money for cancer research, no money for poor people, no money for their kids to have food, but plenty of money to round up brown people. And so I've showed you, this is about the 10th video I've shown you of them just ramming their cars into people because they know first off, there's no accountability. Secondly, I guess they have been told they're going to get reimbursed. So just go nuts. Ram your car into anybody you want to. Do whatever you want to do. Here they are. Let me show you again. Just ramming their cars into people. Just fucking nuts. Nuts. It's only been 10 months, folks. And now, remember, conservatives were all freaked out about 5G. Remember, they're all freaked out about the police state, the surveillance state. Now they got the secret police walking around and scanning people's faces with their phone. American citizens. Nobody's fucking safe.
So he's refusing to give the ID. That's all right.
I'm American citizen. You're living.
Listen.
God damn it, boy.
I'm being very polite.
Listen. I'm being very polite. Yes. I'm selling out my whole fucking country. Yes, I'm a traitor to the Constitution. Yes, I'm disappearing people like a fucking Nazi. Fascism spreading all across this fucking country. Yes, I'm evil. But I'm being very polite about it. And I'm being so polite while I destroy this country. You should respect me. No, motherfucker. I don't care how polite you are. You are my fucking enemy.
Okay, just get out of here. I have to go work, bro.
I understand. Where do you work at?
Don't worry about it.
I'm just asking.
Don't worry
Yeah,
about
I'm
it.
just asking.
I'm an American
Go
citizen,
suck a
so
dick.
leave me alone.
Oh, hold on. We're just gonna verify that.
I'm paying taxes and everything and do. Okay, just leave me alone, bro.
It doesn't matter though. Hold on.
I have like hour and a half and just stay. Shit.
It's terrible.
Fuck you, sellout. I understand, bro. I understand that I'm violating your rights. I understand that we have a surveillance system. I understand that we have a police society now, but I'm so polite. Just, oh my God. That makes me hate you even more. I'd rather you be a fucking dickhead. All right, let me settle down. And then over at Menards. Get it, Menards. They just breaking everybody's windows, I guess, because why not? They breaking both the sides of this guy's windows out. They getting off on it. Look at them. Just for no reason. Ain't no reason to break out both sides of this guy's window and then drag him out, but they just want to destroy shit. They want to break shit. They want to terrorize society, folks. They don't seem to care about their own safety. And yeah, New America. We're doing great, folks. Doing great here. Finally greatness. Meanwhile, here's the little manlets who are running the Department of Homeland Security, ICE. These little Nazi wannabes cosplaying as soldiers. And they finally got their opportunity, folks. They've been sitting on the bench just waiting for their opportunity to abuse people. Waiting for their opportunity to feel like big men. These fucking sadists. Case in point, Border Patrol Commander Gregory Bovino caught on camera throwing tear gas canisters in a crowd.
Also breaking that same incident in Little Village, also sparking a notice of alleged violations against Border Patrol Chief Gregory Bovino. There's a court filing by the Chicago Headline Club, and it accuses Bovino of throwing tear gas into a crowd without justification.
Why not?
Violating the temporary restraining order.
His justification is he masturbated about it later onto his wall with this little micro dick. That's his justification. He gets off on it. He got to hurt innocent fucking people and feel like a big fucking man. He got revenge on everybody that picked on him in high school. Finally, it's his turn, motherfucker. He gets to show you the pain that you emotionally afflicted upon him. And then Border Patrol Commander, same guy, Gregory Bovino, arrives at a federal courthouse and gets the welcome. Lock him up! Look at him walking. Such a big, tough guy, a little 4 foot nothing. Micro penis sack of shit. Got his fast haircut. And then once again, cosplaying. Such an embarrassment what our country has become. Here he is leaving the courthouse and pretending like he's some kind of soldier leading a brigade. What the fuck's he doing? It's all cosplaying, these little fucking runts. But they finally got their opportunity, folks. Nazism spread. These little fucking fascists. It's their Christmas. Meanwhile, Homeland Security, they just posting Nazi propaganda. Just weird. It's weird that the official government accounts are doing this. Homeland Security says, the board is set. The pieces are moving. We come to it at last. The great battle of our time. Yeah, it's the greatest battle of our time. Rounding up the Browns, folks. They're literally trying to freak the public out. to make them think the Great War is happening. It's us against the Browns to justify the disappearing and the rounding up of these people. And then they're posting this meme from, I guess, The Hobbit, or I don't know, whatever. There won't be a Shire, Pippin. Yay, the whole Shire's going to be gone. Hey, if we don't defend the homeland right now, the Browns are going to come destroy our whole Shire. Our whole way of life is going to be ended by these brown people. So, yay, white supremacy. Just weird and fucking creepy. Lord of the Rings, I guess. I don't know if it's Hobbit, Lord of the Rings. Either way, not a fan. And I agree with my hero, Pedro. The people ratting out families to ICE are the same people who ratted out Anne Frank, like Kevin Sorbo's son. I showed you on the last show, bragging about ratting out people and getting them deported and shit. It's exactly the same people. It's just Nazis. It's just the new fucking Nazi party. Same shit, different decade. And then, folks, at least we get some joy out of these Keystone cops, because they're not the best, they're not the brightest, and definitely not the fittest. Here is an ICE agent falling to the ground. It looks like he tore his ACLU because this fat bitch couldn't catch the person he was chasing. Let's watch it again. Snap! Yeah. Oh, man. I hope it's completely shredded. Hobble, you bitch. Yeah, hobble. Lay your ass down. You weak sack of shit. I hope you live the rest of your life. I hope you have to use a cane the rest of your life. But he'll probably get on disability, folks. He'll probably get on that government T. We'll be paying for this motherfucker for the rest of our lives, I guess. Fuck us. Suckers and losers we are. But man, I hope that shit hurt. I hope it hurt. And then 2 quick Chud watches. More extrajudicial killing by the government. Pete Kegsbreath says another 14 people have been killed in a drug boat strike. No evidence. They don't have to back this up. They just claim these people are drug dealers. And then murder. That brings it to what, like 60 people they've murdered? Just, I guess that's what we do now, folks. We murder people and we brag about it, set that precedent, and they kill anybody they want to at any time. And then this one goes out to my gay Republican conservatives out there. They coming for your gay marriage, y'all. So this week, Kim, whatever her name is, that woman who was the clerk and didn't want to certify the marriage of gay people and got sued, well, she's taking it to the Supreme Court. Going to try to have the Supreme Court rule, I guess, that you don't have to certify gay marriages if you're a Christian in the county. And so Nancy Mace posts this. Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. That's right, this old chestnut. What a fucking classic. But they had her dead to rights back in November 2024. This was a little over a year ago, just about a year ago, folks. She was like, gay rights have nothing to do with men invading women's private spaces. And then somebody said, you're going to be against gay rights as soon as it becomes socially advantageous. To which she said, I voted for gay marriage twice, in fact. Yeah, but that ain't stopping you because they are the people of fucking nothing. It was politically advantageous to be an ally to the gay people a year ago, and now it is not. So whatever it takes, fuck the gays. And all you gay conservatives who are wondering, hey, when you guys are done with the trans people, who you coming after next? You already knew. You already knew. Congratulations. You played yourself. And that is my Chud Watch for this evening. We got through it, folks. We fucking did it. And Jesus is bi-curious. Jesus is so sexy with his cum gutters. Oh, I cum all of those cum gutters. Jesus. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others, like pigs. Pigs are the best. Was that Dean Cain? Probably. I don't think Dean Cain could even run that fast. I don't think Dean Cain even made it to the streets. So he failed immediately. Didn't even make it past the obstacle course. And all right, we're along, folks. Get your super chats in. If you're entertained, reward me. But for now, it's time to get even more depressed. How, you ask? Free Palestine! So, as you guys know, Donald Trump, our great and glorious leader, he negotiated a ceasefire between Hamas and Israel. And if there's one thing I know about Israel, they're people of their words. They will never violate this. I'm just kidding. Netanyahu orders powerful Israeli strike on Gaza because there was never a ceasefire. There was never going to be a ceasefire. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Tuesday he has ordered the army to immediately carry out powerful strikes in Gaza, a new test for the tenuous U.S. brokered ceasefire. How is this a test? How is literally murdering hundreds of people a test of a ceasefire instead of a violation? But yes, over 100, including 35 children, killed in Gaza strikes. Israel strikes killed at least 100 people across Gaza overnight, local health officials said, in what appears to be the deadliest day since a ceasefire was agreed between Israel and Hamas 3 weeks ago. But once again, they never had any intention to do the ceasefire. They were just trying to kick the can down the road, give Donald Trump a win in the media. And they have all the airwaves, so the vast majority of people don't even know they're doing this, right? Doesn't matter what they do. It matters if they control the narrative. Meanwhile, I can't believe I'm agreeing with a Jimmy Dore here. Is that stopping at you shit labs? Anyway, Jimmy Dore, he's given Michael Rapaport the business. And why are they like this, folks? I mean, we already know it. I already know they were like this. As I'm about to show you guys. Actually, before I get that. So apparently they've unveiled this new program where Israel is paying $7,000 per post for influencers who want to shield for Israel, who want to cover and apologize for their child murders and genocide. Up to $7,000 per post. It's incredibly lucrative to suck Israel's dick, which brings us to Michael Rapaport, who is a has-been actor. I guess he's not getting enough jobs. Almost never see him in anything. I guess he needs the money. So he's realized that if he is just the worst terrorist sympathizer in the world towards Israel, they will pay him buttloads of money. But holy shit, you really could not come off more evil than this motherfucker, more unlikable. It's weird because you guys, you're spending all this money trying to improve your image, but this is doing nothing but hurting you. Are you guys really this non-self-aware? Anyway, somebody comes up on the street and they confront Michael Rapaport about how he and his behavior is actually making Jewish people less safe, making people hate Jewish people more because it's obvious he is just a mindless terrorist sympathizer, a child murder apologist. And they're confronting him about that. He claims he's not violent, and then immediately, like the thug he wants to be, he gets violent.
Mike, what did you mean when you said we got to take out Mamdani by any means necessary?
Vote him out.
Vote him out?
You can't win.
Now, cowardly as shit, he knows when he said we have to take out Mamdani by any means necessary. He did not mean we have to vote him out, okay? That's fucking ridiculous. You don't say any means necessary when you mean vote him out. He means deport him, kill him, do whatever we have to do to make sure he doesn't get elected, to take people's voting rights away from him. Clearly what he meant, but of course, they're cowards. They have nothing. They have nothing. No backbone. Just wet noodles.
Mike, what did you mean when you said we got to take out Mamdani by any means necessary?
Vote him out.
Vote him out?
You can't win.
Do you feel that language suggests violence to some people?
No.
Yes,
I feel like it suggests violence to people like you. I'm not a violent person.
Okay.
Don't try to exploit me. I do the fucking exploiting.
You do the exploiting?
I do the exploiting, asshole.
I'm asking you a question about something
I do the exploiting. I do the exploiting, little guy. You see that?
Okay.
I got the big following. You got nothing.
Right.
I do the exploiting.
Very likable.
I'm exploiting you.
You're exploiting me.
I exploit you.
So?
I do the exploiting.
So how do you feel about the videos that come up on TikTok and X?
About what? Hamas shooting people in public? I think that the
Palestinian children.
I think the videos that come up on social media of Hamas killing civilians is disgusting. The videos of the Hamas killing children in the street, killing civilians in the street is disgusting, especially during a ceasefire. Are you a ceasefire guy?
Ceasefire?
Yeah, are you a ceasefire?
Do I support the
Are you
ceasefire?
a ceasefire guy?
Yes, are you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course. But I don't hear you happy about it.
Well, of course, everyone's happy about it.
Are you?
If
Are you
Israel would
Jewish?
honor it.
Are you Jewish?
I am Jewish.
How do you practice your Judaism?
What do you mean?
You don't know what I mean?
Well, how do you practice?
How do you practice your? I'm asking the questions.
No, I'm asking you.
No, I'm asking the questions.
So what about the evidence that Israeli snipers have been shooting children?
No, they are not.
Don't even talk. You got enough content.
Grabs the microphone and throws it on the ground.
I grabbed him. Yeah, I grabbed him.
You're gonna actually trust them what they
You got
discuss about
enough content. Go on. Before it gets worse.
Before it gets worse?
Yeah. No, I'm telling you, it gets get worse.
Such a tough guy, isn't he? Fat old boomer. Nobody's scared of you, Mac Rapaport. You're a foot taller than me, and I'm not scared of you. Weak bitch.
So that's when I
Kicks the camera tripod. Big, strong man.
Hey, what? You kicking my tripod?
But he's not a violent person.
He's a violent guy, man. He's attacked me today. He's making violent threats against my bounty.
So I don't know how you could be this lacking in self-awareness, Israel, paying people like this to represent you. I mean, I guess I know why. They really want people to hate them. That's what it really is. They don't know who they are unless they're being hated, right? They don't have any kind of personality. It's all about being oppressed. So they want you to hate them, and so they act like this on purpose so you do hate them, so it gives them justification for their claim that everybody fucking hates them, right? But it works. You are very, very unlikable. Holy shit. And this is what I was talking about, folks. A new document reveals that Israeli government is paying a cohort of 14 to 18 social media influencers between $6,100 and $7,300 per post. And this is how it works, folks. This is what is rewarded. This is how you get ahead in life. You get paid by Elon Musk to shit on poor people, or you get paid by Israel to justify child murders. Israel is paying influencers $7,000 per post. Netanyahu referred this week to a community pushing out preferred messaging in U.S. media. And boy, are they making a pricely sum. And so I got to give it to Anna Asparagus. She called out one of these influencers, the Hot Girls for Cuomo leader, who is a MAGA Zionist, works for Israel. She's one of these people. And she was on this talk show with Anna Asparagus. Anna Asparagus calls her out, and she denies that anybody's getting paid by Israel. Unfortunately for her, she also has Lindy Lee, who was another right-wing, she used to be a Democrat, but she turned right-wing shithead because that's where the money is. Anyway, she was personally invited by the Israeli government to go over there and be paid, and also be paid to promote Israel. So immediately gets the truth slammed in her face. Let's watch this clip.
Taking $7,000 per post. I know I've seen that happen a lot with you, Emily, and you were also at that meeting with influencers. So what's the reality of the situation?
I'll speak on behalf of myself and honestly on behalf of the government a little bit here, the Israeli government. They target influencers who agree with the cause and then recruit us for meetings like what you saw with Bibi for messaging. With that being said, I can safely say the government's not funding any influencer.
Lie.
With all due respect, I don't think it's completely accurate to say that influencers aren't getting paid. Because let me tell you, by the government, they offer that money to me. And I sent you the exact email, and let me pull it up. The Consulate General of Israel, okay, wrote me an email offering to pay me to go to Israel. They would pay all my expenses and also pay me. And then I had, they offered to give me a spot for my guest. I shot that down. I declined because it didn't sit right with me. This is about a year ago, okay? If tomorrow I got bankrolled by Israel, I am already pro-Israel. Why can't I be paid for that? Are you registered as a foreign agent under FARA? No, but they're paying me for a service. I work there. You should be registering under FARA.
But the reason you're sucking their dicks because you know it ahead of time. That's what gets you paid, right? They don't have to. Russia doesn't have to collude with Tim Pool in order to give him hundreds of thousands of dollars. They give him hundreds of thousands of dollars because he's already putting out the propaganda. He's already ripping the country apart, which is what they want. So that's what they fuel and feed, right? Same with you. You don't actually have to collude with them. But you know if you put out that content, you'll get rewarded for it, and that's why you're fucking doing it. Same with the SNAP benefits and Elon Musk. The gang works exactly the same way for all these fucking people. They don't actually have to talk to each other and work together. It just all happens organically. Meanwhile, meet the rejects of the $7,000 per post casting. So these are the young voters for Cuomo. They interviewed some of these people, and here's why they say they're voting for Cuomo over Zohran Mamdani.
I'm here at Maxwell Social House with hundreds of young professionals in support of Cuomo.
Grating
Democrats,
voice.
Republicans, it doesn't matter. We need to save New York City.
It doesn't
Let's
matter.
go around and ask people why they're in support of Cuomo.
Spoiler alert, because of Israel.
As a young professional, why should people vote for Cuomo?
I've seen the way these radical leftists have destroyed San Francisco, Chicago. You could be a kind-hearted liberal and want good public schools and not want total destruction.
Because Cuomo cares about protecting Jewish New Yorkers.
As a born Republican, I have options, and I realize that as a New Yorker, I don't want this city to slip to the left, to run radical. I know that if I vote Sliwa, it's a vote for Mamdani, and that is why I am choosing to vote Cuomo to save New York City.
Now's not the time for socialist experiments. We need a real proven leader, somebody who's built LaGuardia, 2nd Avenue subway.
While Zohran Mamdani promises free buses, free childcare, it sounds great in theory. In practicality, the world doesn't work that way. Governor Cuomo understands that, and that's why he'd be my person to vote for.
Because Mamdani throws around a lot of buzzwords, things he can't promise, and at the end of the day, Cuomo has a track record that he can actually prove.
I was born in the city. I love the city. Andrew Cuomo is going to help protect the values that make New York great.
I'm a Republican who loves the city of New York, and I don't want to see it go the wrong way.
Nothing is free. You can succeed as long as you do the hard work. And that's what Cuomo brings to the table. Free stuff without a legitimate plan.
Almost all Zionists, folks. That's what it's all about. It's all about Israel. We can see right through that. Meanwhile, Cuomo won't even say who paid him $5 million a year for consulting. This is what they want, folks. They love corruption. Former Governor Andrew M. Cuomo earned nearly $5 million working as a private consultant in 2024, a sum so large it puts him in the top 0.5% of New Yorker earners, according to his annual tax returns. The tax documents reviewed by the New York Times on Tuesday show that he made $4.7 million. Anyway, by using his company as an in-between, Mr. Cuomo avoided having to discuss the individual clients who paid for his services. His campaign said he had stopped his private work early this year, but it has repeatedly refused to say who was paying him. So, yay! So transparent, these fucking criminals. But they don't care. All they care about is Israel. They want criminals to rule you. It's easier to control criminals. And I can't believe this, folks. Once again, in this nightmarish timeline in which we live, strange bedfellows happen sometimes. One of the worst humans on the planet, Sneeko, who is terrible. This right-wing dipshit. One of the popular podcasters in the manosphere, even though he's not manly at all. But he's dead on here. Here he is interviewing a New York Jewish gentleman about why he supports Cuomo. And I got to hand it to Sneeko when he's right here.
Are you voting for Mamdani or Cuomo?
I don't think a Muslim should be mayor of New York City.
Why shouldn't a Muslim be mayor?
It would go against everything we stand for.
What do we stand for?
Israel.
Israel. That's what we stand for.
What does Israel stand for?
First.
I would say a good way of life.
Muslims don't have a good way of life. No. You describe the Israeli way of life?
Nurturing and wholesome, I would say.
Israelis are nurturing and wholesome?
No.
Yeah, I would say that that's...
No, they're not.
Yeah, for peaceful people, you know, they're kind of always bombing.
Uh-huh.
I know. What makes the Muslim way of life un-American?
Because I would say that the Jewish people did not kill my friends on 9/11. The Muslims did.
What's the reason? Why would they do that?
Because they hate Americans.
Why do Muslims hate America?
That's a good question.
America went into Iraq, killed 1 million civilians, and then people have birth defects, and we use chemical weapons there to try to get their chemical weapons and weapons of mass destruction. They didn't have any. You can understand why a lot of people in that region would not be happy with America after that, right? Right. Is that not, like, we often call Muslims terrorists, is that not a terroristic act? What, 3,000 people died on 9/11, 1 million people in Iraq died? Like, and we're not terrorists? So what is terrorism?
I guess it depends on how you look at it.
It depends how you look at it. Hey, if you don't give a shit about the terrorism you commit, then no problem. Hey, when you have a different rule book for your side than the other side, then it depends on how you look at it. Meanwhile, This is how our politics is run in this country, though, folks. Here's Ian Mouse Chong. This guy that lives in Malaysia, he's never stepped foot in America. He literally gets paid to pretend he's an Asian America and spread right-wing talking points. He gets paid by Elon Musk. Here he is forgetting to sign out of his main account into his burner account, I guess, which is probably a black woman or something. But this is how so much of our politics works on our social media, where these few influencers run like 20 accounts and they just get in there and they just kiss each other's ass. They suck their own dicks. They suck Elon Musk dicks, and they spread all these fucking talking points. Ian Mouse Chong says, I refuse to be governed by a Ugandan named Zoran Kwame Mamdani. Get out of my country, he said before he realized he was not logged into his burner account, his catfish account, and he deleted it. But you don't even go here, of course. But I guess donate the player at the game. He makes more money than I do, posting shit like this on Twitter, literally paid by the world's richest man to lie to the American people and sell out our whole country for Israel. And that is my free Palestine for this evening, folks. Yes, our country is very, very stupid, very depressing, very sad. What you gonna do? Don't shoot the messenger. Leon does suck. That's true. But I guess he's doing what he has to do not to get gorked. Dear Charlie Kirk, I'm sorry you got gorked. And Cuomo riding on fumes of his father. Yeah, I hear he's 10 points down, but that's still way too fucking close. I'm still afraid they're going to kill Zoran Mamdani or deport him or something, but we'll see what the fuck happens. And all right, folks, I got a quick Trash World and one Beyond Parody, so the show's almost over. So if you've enjoyed the comedy program I brought to you, it's all comedy, it's all hilarious, don't get oppressed. Reward me with some super chats or PayPals. And move right along, folks. Let's sing the Trash World song. Sing it with me if you know the words. It's kooky. The trash world is a trash world is a dumpster fire and it's hellish. The trash world, a trash world. Everything sucks all the goddamn time in the trash world. Folks, we are ruled by the weakest, cowardly sacks of shit the human mind could possibly imagine. And oh my God, they think they're so tough. These doughy old losers. Case in point, this off-duty cop, he barged into this tobacco store, and he is the law. I guess he was feeling a little insecure that day, and he had to make himself feel like a big man by pretending like he is John Wayne or some shit. He's the sheriff in town, and you motherfuckers better listen to him, or he gonna bring the hell down upon you. Anyway, he goes into a local tobacco shop and claims that he had a rumor that they were selling a meth pipe or something, and you better not do that in my town, boys. Watch this shit.
You know who I am? You ever seen me before? Not that I have ever. Well, I'm going to let it be clear to you and everyone else that works here, Kelly, and the owner too. Jamie. I am the law in this town, and I can promise you, if I hear my name brought up in any conversation, or if I get a rumor about buying meth pipes, or oil burner pipes, if I hear that one more time, I am very, very close friends. ATF,
So where's the mix-up?
No, I'm just, with the mix-up, I'm just telling you, you make this clear to everybody that works here, including the owner and Kelly and whoever else. Whoever else works here. I don't know, I've never stepped foot here till now. I've been here twice in probably 4 years. But if I hear my name brought up like that again, I will have this place.
Why is your name being brought up with buying a meth pipe? This guy bought a meth pipe, didn't he? Is it me? Or is that a weird thing to say?
Rated upon, you would not believe. I promise you that.
Promise.
I don't tolerate that shit.
He don't tolerate it.
I don't buy meth pipes, never have, never will.
Nope.
And with my chief know that I come in here, because I'm going to let him know.
I'm going to let him know, y'all.
If there's ever a complaint about me as a person, Nathan Jones, that works for Dover Police Department, y'all go down there and y'all complain to the chief as respect for me and his town.
Anyway, he got fired. Yeah, Arkansas officer fired after a viral video shows him threatening store owners and its employees. So, I guess you're not the law, Judge Dredd, doughy bitch. And then I was going to do a what the fuck section, but instead I just threw this in the trash world section because this is trash world, but also what the fuck? Now, I guess this is a woman, a lesbian woman, I guess. I don't want to misgender, but that's what I'm thinking here. And apparently they were a substitute teacher. And their first day substitute teaching, they decide to take about 50 videos of themselves from multiple angles and put out a fit video to get clout on the internet. And while they were doing that, they were sort of flirting with these students, calling them shorty and whatnot. Yes. What the fuck?
We got a new hustle unlocked. I'm a school teacher now. Little breakfast. Let's get the day rolling. Who would have ever thought? Yes, ma'am. Have a good day. Today was really a breeze. My kids ain't have to do too much, man. To be honest, I let them do whatever they want to do. Yes, I'm that type of teacher.
First off, what kind of teacher takes 90 videos of themselves while they're at school? And also, what kind of weird-ass teacher films the fucking students? Isn't that like no number one?
Give me a little lunch break. Yeah, they got it going on at this joint. They stay bound. Okay, then. Damn, shorty. Sheesh.
Damn, shorty, look at that ass, says a normal, everyday substitute teacher. Why would you film your students and their ass and be like, damn, shorty, that's just a normal thing for a teacher to do in America? Anyway, they got fired.
Man, I gotta get up out these school kids trying to take me down, man.
I gotta get up out here. These school kids gonna take me down. I'm gonna fuck all these school kids, y'all. Ha ha ha. I'm gonna put this on my social media. There ain't nothing wrong with it. That's just normal shit.
Anyway, weird. That's weird. I think we'd all grow that. That's trashy. And anyway, hey, at least there's one thing I know. It's that the world is already so horrible. There's nothing the universe can throw at me that won't be any worse than I'm already suffering through. So hit me with it, universe. What you got? Hit me with your best shot. They removed it. God damn it. Fuck. I set up the whole goddamn joke and they removed it. Anyway, apparently, venereal diseased monkeys have escaped in Mississippi and are on the loose. So, yay, that was a great joke. But the universe decided to destroy the joke for me. So, well played, universe. Well played. I asked for it and you delivered it. Not the way I thought it was going to be, but that was even worse. So, whatever, universe. You got me. You got me. Fuck my life. And that is my trash world for this evening. And all right, I got one Beyond Parody coming up. It's a short one, so last chance to get your super chats in. And hey folks, another treat tonight. I found another oldie but goodie, another 20-year-old song from Dusty Smith, and it's called some of you may have heard it before, but I haven't played it very much. It's called It's All About Me. It was my attempt to do a rap parody. It's very, very bad. Stay tuned. It's coming up. But last but not least, gonna finish you guys off with a happier ending. At least it's time for Beyond Parody and Hypocrisy, and also shamelessness is conservative superpower. So you guys might have seen that AOC having a little bit of a feud with Riley Gaines. You know Riley Gaines, who is famous for being a loser? Not even kidding. Came in 5th place in a swim meet, and now that's her whole career. Somehow you can be a loser and make a lot of money as a Republican. That's the way it works. Anyway, Riley Gaines says, we're being destroyed from within, as she posed a picture of AOC and Bernie Sanders and Zoran Mamdani, to which AOC says, maybe if you channeled all this anger into swimming faster, you wouldn't have come in 5th. Oh shit, Bird, we got you. And but that was too much for conservatives. They're pearl clutching. They're feigning outrage. Sal Grover says, how is it appropriate for a politician to speak to a citizen like this? That's right. How dare politicians talk down to their own citizens? And then Harry Season, who is a progressive kid, makes videos. His response, Donald Trump literally posted an AI video where he dropped poop on me from a fighter jet. True, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because Donald Trump plays by a different set of rules, okay? Doesn't matter that he literally posted a video of him shitting on Americans. That's totally fine. But how dare AOC talk to Riley Gaines the way she should be talked to? And get him, Harry Sassoon. See if that video's there if you guys hadn't seen it. It was literally, though, it was him. Yeah, there it is. That's the video that Donald Trump posted. Specifically picked out this kid to shit on. But no problem there. No problem there. Because America. And all right. It's Harry season. Hell yeah. Is that how you pronounce his name? Looks like Harry Sassoon, like Vida Sassoon. I don't give a shit. And all right, folks, that is my show for tonight. We did it. What's the time? Boom! Hour and 45 minutes. Not too bad. Folks, gotta do a quick kitty party. But I gotta read the super chats. If you bail out, do me a favor, please hit the like button. More importantly, please go subscribe to my Patreon or PayPal me. Link is in the description of the video, but it's also, you can aim your camera phone at that. Dude, I'll give it. Just give me a fucking second, dude. I'm working on it, all right? Damn. Your fat ass ain't that hungry. PayPal.com. Let me open up my PayPal and read my comments real quick. And then get the fuck out of here, y'all. Also, a little show note. I won't be doing a show on Friday because it's Thanksgiving. I'm not Thanksgiving. It's Halloween, same thing. Halloween, and no one's going to show up for it. I'm having enough trouble getting people to show up as it is, much less on Halloween. So we're going to take a long weekend. Next week, I'm going to get back on the 3 shows a week. So just trust me on that. And all right, let's see what we got. Hey, buddy, keep up the great work, says Raggets. You haven't let me down yet. One of the few. Integrity ain't easy. I do work hard on the show, to be honest with you. And thank you for supporting Raggets. I appreciate it. Take off, hoser. Hey, Trouble. Pound Town, $10. Trump admin is now going after Pix, a payment processor that allows Brazilians to make free transfers just because it's undercutting Apple Pay and Venmo in Brazil. I'm tired. So sorry. Yeah, crony capitalism, folks. Just like Russia. It's all about them and their buddies making money. Fuck everybody else. Lizzie Bennett, $20. I wanted you to cover this story so bad, Dusty. From The Guardian, revealed Israeli demanded Google and Amazon use secret wink to sidestep legal orders. Google and Amazon are not only complicit, but accomplices on the G side. All right, hey, Lizzie, we'll cover it. Send me a link, though, on cultofdusty1, is that what it's called? cultofdusty1@gmail.com or on my Facebook, and I'll cover it in the next show. And thank you for your generosity. I appreciate you. Stay strong. That's that. This is for your tree fund. Fuck yeah, I need it. $1,200. Jeff keeps asking me, hey, did your neighbors come over and pay their half yet? And I was like, Jeff, come on. You know they don't come over and pay me nothing. But it's fine. It's fine. How soon before Animal Farm or 1984 is quoted? Oh, for me, any 5 seconds. We are so fun. We are so fun. Thank you, 666. Love you. Meditate more. Hell, Satan. Welcome to Dust Buddies Pop Gold. Fuck yeah. Spam that chat with impunity. Sexy motherfucker. And Wolfgang Ghoul. Gonna make me read you sexy. $50. That's sexy talk. What do you think goes on in the minds of billionaires when it's sunny outside, Dusty? Are they happy or are they mad at the facts poor people can enjoy it too? Keep up the good work. You are one of the last decent YouTubers standing. Yeah, one of the old school ones, that's for sure. And they thank you for generosity. I think they're sociopaths. They're just thinking about themselves all the time, worried that they're going to lose a fucking dime and obsessed with doing whatever they can to make sure that doesn't happen. Seems like a pretty depressing, unhappy existence to me. Thank you, Wolf. You rock. And Kevin, Kirk Cameron, growing MAGA pains, cancel, Osmond Roach. Yep, the worst among us, but that's what the world rewards, so I guess I can see it. I'm glad people like you are around, speaking the truth. Hey, I'm glad people like you are around to support my show, so thank you, Daxby. Take my money. Can't have a light night of super chats. Hey, $20 to PJD for it. Very generous, and I appreciate you. Makes me motivated to do more shows, so thank you very much. I did it for sure. Hugh Hundo, $20. We need to support each other more than ever before. You ain't never lied. Lend a hand to the elderly in your neighborhood with children who are already scraping by. Love you. Hey, hide your neighbors if you need to from the SS. Do what you got to do, and thank you, Hundo. You rock. Love you, Dusty. Love you, Cryo Dryo. Good to see you tonight. Hope you're doing well. Finwath, as requested, just a tip. That's the way I like it, just a tip. Life sucks, but I still persist. Hey, we got to keep going. That's the only thing you can do. What's the alternative? Super chat says Agent Orange, and I saw a big one pop up. BBC! hit me hard at the end like you do. Give me a Luigi, cash for the cat. All right. If anybody can hear me out there and bring me Luigi for BBC. BBC has demanded Luigi. So we'll see. We'll see if the gods answer your prayer. But thank you. Thank you, BBC. You fucking rock. And everybody, heap your love on BBC. That is a demandment. You do it now. And do we get any PayPals? We got one. John Hopkins. Oh, we got two. John Hopkins. Love your hospital. Send me one. And Dean Mayberry. Or Mayberry? I don't know. Keep your chin up. I will. All the way up. Dusty, your show is literally the very best show on the internet. I don't want to be conceited. Right? I want to remain humble. But you're exactly right. You ain't never lied. I appreciate you. And you're the best, man. Keep it up. Hey, fuck yeah. I appreciate you. Thank you, guys. You rock, Dean. And thank you for helping me pay Chris, the editor, doing a great job. Thank you for your work, Chris. So thank you guys for helping me pay Chris. And all right, I'm going to play a little song. I heard the door open. Here we go, just for BBC. BBC. Prayer has been answered. You asked. I deliver, BBC. Boom, a little Luigi. Let's go full screen for this one. Yeah, little Luigi. And all right, we're going to do a quick kitty party here. Luigi, so pretty. It's a girl. We didn't know it, though. But 10 out of 10 cat right here. And all right, folks, I'm going to be back probably Monday. Might do a show this weekend. We'll see what happens. I might need the money a minute to do a show this weekend, but not Friday because it's Halloween. I'm going to be doing shit. But I'll be back before you know it, folks. So check it out. But for now, let's play this old song. So this song is called It's All About Me. This was written 20 years ago by a very cringy Dusty Smith who was trying to make a rap parody. And this is what I came up with.
Oh, yeah! East Side. You're like from Kansas. Man, shut up. Let's just do this.
Slamming and jamming and bamming, flamming, playing backgammon as I smoke my salmon.
Yeah, smoking my salmon. That's a metaphor. I'm all educated like that. I'm schoolless newbie, smoking a doobie, watching scary movie. Who me?
Yeah, me, biatch. Cause it's all about me.
Well,
my girlfriend's fat, but I don't mind. Cause I like it like that with her big old behind.
You know what likes me? The big ladies. The bigger the cushion, the better the pushing.
It's true, I screw anything that breathes. I confess my ex was a chimpanzee.
You know, she was a hairy chick. At least I think she was a chick. Not that it matters. I do little Bo Peep and then her sheep. I make a Bo Peep, I leave him in a heap. I be like, bye 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 little black sheep. Have you any wool? You a sexy sheep.
I swear I wear so much gold. My feet can barely carry me to the commode.
You know, that's a lot of gold when you can't even go to the bathroom. Dude's got a problem when he's wearing that much gold. Time to break it down. Oh yeah, that was dope. But now we need some kind of chorus filled with all kind of cliche rap lyrics. I have just a thing. Let's kick it.
Cruising down First Street in my brand new ride. I'm cruising down Second Street with my crew by my side. I'm cruising down Third Street looking for a freak to make mine. I'm cruising down 4th Street. Today I'm feeling fine. So I'm cruising down 5th Street cause I just got paid. I'm cruising down 6th Street thinking about the money I just made. I'm cruising down 7th Street and I wanna get laid. I'm cruising down 8th Street cause it's all about me this time.
Oh man, that was off the chain. What the hell does off the chain mean? I have no idea. I heard them say it on MTV one time, so you know it's gotta be cool. Whatever, man. Now it's my turn to kick the funky jams. Get ready for it, cause here it comes. I'm a little teapot,
short and stout.
Here is my handle,
here is my spout.
When I get steamed up,
I will shout.
Tip me over and
pour me out.
Yeah, man, that was some old school lyrics.
More like preschool.
It is a fact.
If you act whack,
the last thing you will hear
is the sound of my gat.
And if you're a cop,
you're gonna get popped.
Can you dig? I don't like pigs, so they're gonna get dropped. Why do you hate cops? I don't know. Apparently it's cool to hate cops these days. I also hate my mom because she's so damn dumb. She had the nerve to kick me out when I turned 31. And my dad must pay because of the way he only gave me $5 grand for my birthday. Wow, only $5 grand for your birthday? You got it rough. I know. Time to break it down.
Thank you, little Mimi. You rock. Love you, Mimi. This is for you.
Back in so we can fade this
I'm cruising down First Street for Mimi.
Like stink on rice. Kick it, boys.
Cruising down the street
In my brand new ride, I'm
cruising down 2nd Street
with my crew by my side. I'm
cruising down 3rd Street
looking for a freak to make mine. I'm
cruising down 4th Street
today I'm feeling fine, so I'm
cruising down 5th Street
cause I just got paid. I'm
cruising down 6th Street
thinking about the money I just made. I'm
cruising down 7th Street
and I wanna get laid. I'm
cruising down 8th Street
cause it's all about me this time.
cruising down 1st Street
In my brand new ride, I'm
cruising down 2nd Street
with my crew by my side. I'm
cruising down 3rd Street
looking for a freak to make mine. I'm
cruising down 4th Street
cause it's all about me this time. Good night, everybody.
See you next time. Love you guys.
cruising down 6th Street
Think about the money I just made.
cruising down 7th Street